Back Row Ministry, the world premiere. Mr. Mighty coming at you live and direct, talking about the government shutdown, which promptly happened at 12 midnight, taking it into January the 20th. They could have called it on the 19th, but they waited to the 20th. And they did that for a reason. The numerology number for the word furlough, and if you ever been a part of government shutdown, I'm a former government worker, furlough equals 20. Furlough equals 20. So they went into what they call a furlough. Anytime a government shutdown, there's a government shutdown, the workers will put on furlough. So furlough in numerology equals, in gematria equals 20, and on that date was January the 20th. So it's always by ritual and script where they do certain things. I mean, they could have called the furlough on the 19th. They waited to the 20th to call the furlough, and they did that on purpose. But this is a government shutdown that's designed to make you think that, once again, these two factions are at each other and they can't agree. And like I said, every day these people are passing some form of legislation. So bills are always getting passed on a daily basis. Bills are always in the works. But they want to make it as though these folks can't agree, as though they're not birds of a feather. And anytime they do a government shutdown, it's always for a reason. It's always for a reason. Remember now, people who work for the government are paid by you and I, basically tax dollars. So they stopped the flow of tax dollars going to people that work for the government on a daily basis, but the military continues to function. Security positions, be it security guard, be it DOD police, be it fire, continue to function. But everything else during the government shutdown, of course, stops. Everything else stops functioning, stops flowing. That is the purpose of the government shutdown. I've never understood why you need a government shutdown, why you don't want to pay people for a certain amount of days, but it's the science behind why they don't want to do it. But this is just a reason to make people think that, these two political parties, the Democrats and Republicans, are not birds of a feather. They're birds of a feather. They work together. They can care less about the damn dreamers. This is about the dreamers, and we want to make sure these dreamers stay here. What about the people that's dreaming, that's been here their whole life, who can't get anywhere? And no offense to those children of immigrants, but we got dreamers right here who get no help. But America always acts as if they just are bending over backwards for everybody else, except for the citizens that are already here. So that's always the BS that goes along with most of these agendas. Oh, we're doing it for the immigrants, and we're trying to help the immigrants get where they got to get to. And there's always a crock of crap. No, they're not. No, they're not. This is their agenda. This is their agenda to breed more diversity. The finger-pointing agenda part of the script. Oh, it's the Democrats' fault. Remember last time it was the Republicans' fault. I think a dude said it best in Star Wars, the new Star Wars, when he sold out Finn. He said it best. Today, they'll blow you up. Tomorrow, you blow them up. That's how it usually works. That's how crap usually takes place. And everybody's birds of a feather. So today, they'll make the government shut down. Tomorrow, they'll make the government shut down. And at the end of the day, it's all crap, because there was no need for the government to shut down. These folks constantly can get together and pass legislation, but this week they just couldn't pass legislation. I mean, it's just diversity making you really think that there's this boogeyman in the room and that they're really trying to work for the interests of the people, which they never are. And the elite is always in control. As we said, the presidents have no control at all in this country. The president is the biggest, phony in the country. Yeah, he looks good and he talks good, or he's an idiot and he's stupid, but he really has no power. The Congress, the Senate, the Congress made up of the House and Senate has a lot of power, and the elite and the bankers have the majority of the power. Those are the people who really secretly control the world, and it's not about color. It's not about money. It's about power. It's about old power. And that's one thing we don't understand. It's always been about very old power structures that have never went anywhere. They've never went anywhere. So this government shutdown, the last one lasted about 3 weeks. I'm going to give this one a little bit longer. I'm going to say we're going to be in a shutdown for about 4 weeks, a little bit longer. And it's for a reason. The diversity continues. Who's to blame? The finger pointing will continue. Get into the point where we're 2 seconds away from destroying each other. And that's what we got to get out of, this mind state that we're enemies, because the elite control us through chaos. They need the chaos. They need us out of each other. They need us listening to these political fools who have no one's best interest but their own at heart. So, to all those government workers, praying for you. I hope that you put something off to the side, because this is going to be a rough one. Mr. Mahdi, peace, air, grease.